Hey guys, what is up? It is No Help and welcome back to another video today. So today we're going to be going back into Varlamore and testing out the mining / prayer method. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and teleport over to Varlamore just using my house right now, and then I'm going to come up to the bird right here and click travel. What I want to do is travel over to the mountain area, this area right here, and it will get us to where we actually start to train our prayer. Now, to get to the mining spot, you basically just want to run completely south from when you first get here with the bird and head down the mountain. You do this by just completely running south and then heading down the rocks that just appear right here. And then you're going to want to cross this big bridge and it will get you to the town. Alright, well, so once you've crossed the bridge, you just want to enter the town right here with these big, beautiful gates. Love the Varlamore update, by the way. And then you basically want to head over to this area right here where the mine is. You can just do this by just like running up here and heading towards the mine. Once you're in the mine here, you want to go ahead and mine out these calcified rocks, and this will get you the bone shards needed to train the prayer method. Now, this alone is a fairly decent way of actually AFK training mining. I'm a really huge fan of this because, as you can see, it's consistent XP drops. Unlike a lot of the other AFK mining methods in the game, you know you're going to be at least getting some decent mining XP while you AFK and click the next rock, right? You could AFK from about 30 seconds all the way up to a minute straight, and you will be getting these blessed bone shards the entire time. So I'm going to go ahead and do this for about 10 minutes here so we can see what we would realistically get in an hour. So while mining the calcified rocks, from time to time you will be getting these calcified deposits, which are items that can be occasionally obtained from mining calcified rocks. Basically, you can crush them with a hammer on an anvil and basically make more of the blessed bone shard. So any of the calcified deposits will make between 6 and 15 of the bone shards. Okay, so the 10-minute timer is officially up now. We got 487 of the blessed bone shards, and 5 of the calcified deposits. Also in this time, we gained about 44,000 mining experience per hour. It probably could have been a little bit better, but I was kind of like AFK for a little bit, which, if you think about it, man, for the amount of AFK this is, like, I'm literally just clicking this rock, AFKing for about a minute or two, not really paying attention at all. The inventory doesn't really stack, and you could also just drop these calcified deposits if you want. The mining XP here is actually pretty good, and for like, you could just unlock this like on a very low level account. Requires what, 41 mining, I believe. Yeah, if you look at the calcified rocks, right, they are in the Camtorn mine, and they contain the blessed bone shards, right? And basically, right, they require level 41 mining, and they give 33 mining experience, but you mine them extremely quickly. So level 41 mining, and you're getting this much experience per hour. Well, yeah, no, it's not like a super engaging piece of content, but it is better than shooting stars, relatively close, or even better than the Motherlode mine for how AFK it is, right? I believe this is great because mining is one of those skills in the game that is just awful to train, man. If you want to get to, say, 99 mining, it's going to take you a very, very long time to do so, and you really don't get too much out of it besides some gold ore and whatever, and you could sell it to the Grand Exchange, or if you're an Ironman, use it. But other than that, like, mining is just painful, and if you want to train it the fast way, you don't really get too much out of it. So what we're going to do next is take these calcified deposits to an anvil to see how many bone shards we get per calcified deposit. So can we just drop these bone shards on the ground and say use these on an anvil, and we can crush these up, and it looks like we're getting about 6. I guess it said 6 to 15 bone shards per calcified deposit. You don't really get much smithing experience at all. We got a calcified moth right here, which is interesting. Okay, so it looks like the calcified moth is a teleport over to this area right here. That is very cool. I need to go get my bone shards back. Oh god, they're still on the ground, thank god. But yeah, I really like that you can get this calcified moth, which will basically teleport you right back to the town right here. We could continue mining, which is awesome, right? So you say you get a full inventory of the bones. You take them to an anvil, you come back, and you can just teleport here immediately. It's awesome. Okay, so now with the bone shards in the inventory, we can get regular jugs of wine, which if you're an Ironman account, you probably have plenty of these. And if you are like a regular main account, these are literally 3 GP each, so they're just basically nothing. We can go back with the bird from Varlamore to teleport over to the area where we train prayer right here, and head up to this top kind of prayer icon right here, the exposed altar. Once we get up to the exposed altar, we will be able to bless the jugs of wine right here. So if we go up to the top right here, we'll bless these jugs of wine and make them a jug of blessed wine. Once we've done this and we've got bone shards in the inventory, right, either from mining or another method that I will show you after, you can head over like completely north over this way and head up to this liberation bowl. And once we head up to this bowl right here, this is where we gain the prayer experience, the new prayer experience from the Varlamore training. So once we do this, we can sacrifice the bones, and as you can see, the prayer XP is insane. Well, that didn't take too long to get rid of the bone shards we had. But if we take a look at it right now, it's 195k prayer experience per hour. So when I did the Pearlless Moons quest, I actually got a bit of these sun-kissed bones. And if we go ahead and use a chisel on them, they will convert to the blessed bone shard. So we're going to get as many of these as we possibly can. We also got these little wormling bones. I'm not sure how many of these are going to convert, if they do at all. No, they just bury. You can't So we can actually take regular bones, like these are just regular dragon bones. We can take them over to the altar and basically convert them to where we can chisel them down and make them into the bone shard. So these are just regular dragon bones that I had in my bank. So what we're going to do is basically bless them on the exposed altar, and this will make them untradeable. Keep that in mind. They'll be the blessed version of the dragon bones. Now we can chisel these down to make more of the bone shards. So what I really like about this method is that you can take any of these bones up to this exposed altar right here and basically make them the blessed version and chisel them down into the bone shards that you can use later on. So you can just get a massive stack of these bone shards. Say you do a dragon task, or say you camp out the Pearlless Moons for a very long time and get a ton of these shards that way. It really doesn't matter. You can just stack these blessed bones up and then convert them into prayer experience later without needing to go into the wilderness, without say having to use a gilded altar to train prayer. I like it. Also, if you just say want to get say 99 mining, right, you can just AFK at the bone shard mining method and get a absolute ton of these in your spare time, right? Like you can just get like so many of them at once that it's literally crazy just from mining over time. You don't even really need to collect bones. So for the Ironman accounts out there who want to say get 99 prayer and also, you know, train some mining at the same time, this method is insane. Alright, so we've gathered about 20, almost 2,200 of the blessed bone shards. We've got about 6 of the jugs of blessed wine. Turns out you don't need too many of these. I brought a full inventory, not realizing you couldn't bank these blessed wines. So it is what it is. So we're just going to see the prayer experience we can get from this. So we can just click this continuously, getting 500 prayer XP drops. This is pretty cool. I really like this because prayer is something that is really expensive, and it's also one of those things that just sucks to train, especially on an Ironman account. From all those, we only used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the jugs. So overall, do I think this method is good or not? I really do like it. I think it's a great addition to the game because prayer is one of those skills that even if you play a main or an Ironman account, it's either really expensive to train, say if you play a main, or it's really tedious, slow, and grindy if you play an Ironman account. And this will refreshen it in a way for both variants of accounts. So say you play a main, you decide to AFK mine this. You know, you get 99 mining a little bit slower than the traditional method, right? You don't make as much, you don't make money, but then you get a ton of prayer banked. And the exact same if you play an Ironman account, right? You're not going to get those gold ores, those adamant ores, the coal, but you will get your prayer banked, right? And it's the same thing, right? It really doesn't change too much. Now, if you're an Ironman account, maybe you don't have to go into the wilderness. This might be huge for, say, hardcores. I don't really know. I haven't tested it or anything. Could be absolutely huge for hardcore accounts. And then you also don't have to build a gilded altar in the house, say an Ironman, another scenario, right? So I think it is a great addition to the game. Makes prayer training a little bit nicer, easier, and gives more use to the other bones in the game. You might have a bunch of bones in the bank that you're not using. Convert them into the blessed bone shards and use them at this brand new method. It's so cool. Gives use to jugs of wine, which just stack in the bank and literally have no reason at all. A lot of people use this method to get 99 cooking and just have an absolute ton of the jugs of wine in the bank. So it gives them finally a use in the game rather than just the Zamarok wines or whatever they are. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of this update, and the mining experience is cool as well. You can AFK mine for 40 to 50k experience per hour. I was even topping at 52 to 53k XP an hour at the best experience that I was getting. And yeah, it's just really good overall for mining. It's good for prayer, and I really do like the method. It's a great addition. Doesn't ruin the game, doesn't make it any easier or worse or this or that. It just really balances things, and I really like that approach, what they're doing with the Varlamore. They're kind of just making things a little bit smoother, not easier, not harder, not this, not that. They're just making them smoother, a little bit better quality of life, and that's what I like. I don't want an update to come out where it just, ruins every other method in the game. There, you can still go to Gilded Altar with, say, Worm Bones or Hydra Bones or whatever, and it's a lot better experience. But if you do it this way, you're gonna save a lot of money. You might get some mining experience out of it. Yeah, it's just good. It's really good. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching the video today. I will catch you in the next one. See ya later.